quickly to kick it deep to get things started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Line gets set, first down. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better, and you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Getting some heat. Lets it fly. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. Also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pen their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. At the 45 on his way. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The give. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease, he gets to the 39?
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Got out of trouble and throws. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. 3rd down coming up. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Second down.
Now on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
He's taking the shot. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
With the catch, it's Moffitt. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The give to the back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
At the 38. Now, 4th down.
Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier 4th down, they'll try to do it for a second time in the opening quarter. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch past the sticks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Quarterback checking off. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisiana Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's going to pass. Unloads it left. It's caught. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. And the try is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. trying the left side. Find some fresh air. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
He wants to throw. Now improvising. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
And they're on him, and a heartbeat, and down he goes.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up a sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing.
He's got an open man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. They'll give it to the back. Bulls his way forward. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Off play action on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
If I'm the offensive coordinator right here, man, I'm trying to find some easy gimmies. I'm trying to find a way to make this offense easier right now because everything seems hard. Like last week, too, man, just completion percentage is not great. This offense is just not moving like it should, and they got to find some ways to make this thing easier.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on third down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick six.
Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. From the gun. Give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a 1st down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the 3rd quarter. Fair catch called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. 1st drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the...
Intercepted. Looking for more room. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
to the air on first down. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great cut.
And it's picked off for the third time today. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown Seminoles! How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got his man! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum.
He's looking deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Dogs! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Quarterback will audible. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Cantrell. Tackle is made after the first down.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Handoff from the gun. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Off the play fake on first down. Fires one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40?
Is incomplete. It's now 2nd down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throwing right. It's complete.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. A fair catch called for and made. Final play of the quarter coming. Power football with the run. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida State 24, Georgia 20.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. But a little time, lets it go. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
You just need to have more efficiency in the passing game. This guy completed exactly 50% of his throws the last game out. Not good enough. And he's below that number in this game. Still not good enough.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He wants it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
fourth
Yeah,
down.
not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
Here we go with the run on 4th down. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Got a man, it's McCaffrey. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. They'll try to sneak it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop them. The defense finally came up with a play.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake. He's not afraid to go deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now Defense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know on offense now you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the pad.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Got it in the middle. It's McCaffrey. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, Lee.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You